This is the loan that you didn't know that you needed in 2025 on the personal side to start helping you leverage, to either start building capital, start putting it into your business, and start growing this year so your business starts scaling. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Colton Williams, owner and founder of Elevate University, and today I'm back with another video. Now, I know it's been a minute. I'm actually growing the business right now. The business is scaling. We're putting customer service in place. We're putting closers in place. I just hired a new president of sales, so congratulations to that. So the business is going to be growing, so I can focus more on pushing out fire and heat for you guys in 2025 on credit game, business funding game, everything you need to start leveraging your credit to scale your business in 2025. I'm going to start pushing it out to you ASAP. Okay, so for today's video, we're going to discuss a loan that you may or may not know that you needed that is now no doc. That's right. There's no docs required for this new loan. And it's been around, but they reamped it a little bit. And now it is no documentation with, drumroll, Navy Fed. A lot of us love Navy Fed. I'm an active member. A lot of us have the backdoor method on it. And if you do not have the backdoor method, please be sure to get into my Skool community, my free Skool community, where we actually teach you concepts on how to credit game, credit hacks, credit tips. And there's a backdoor method on Navy Fed in there. So if you don't know, now you will know how to get into Navy Fed. Okay. So on today's video, I'm going to explain to you Navy Fed expense loan up to 50K, no documentation. So let's dive in. So we're going to start with going to NavyFedObviously.com. What you want to do is go to loans. You have a whole bunch of loans, by the way, that you can go through. And also they obviously have credit cards. So if your credit is optimized to be able to get approved for credit cards, I definitely recommend. And then also what's going to be a good point right here, right, is they run TransUnion. So if you don't know, they do run TransUnion. Most people should know this already. If you're, studying credit, you know a little bit about credit, you know that Navy Fed checks your TransUnion. And most of my clients in my repair program, they get their TransUnion cleaned up immediately. And we can go to Navy Fed. And that's how I just qualified for my $80,000 Maserati. We had a client that just got their Audi. That was about $50,000. And we have clients that got Mercedes as well. So this is how we've cleaned up the report on TransUnion, and they've been able to go to Navy Fed and get the auto loan so they can get their first luxury vehicle. So definitely something that you want to keep in mind is how to get into the backdoor method, like I said, through our community to get access to that if you want to do auto loan. But for today's video, we're going to stay on subject and go to personal loan tab. All right, so now we're on the personal loans tab, and if you scroll down, you can read through this a little bit by yourself. But it talks about great rates, loan terms that work for you, digital account management, 24/7 support, and they are pretty good about the report. And they have all types of loans on here: debt consolidation, home improvement. But for today's video, for the no doc, we're going to talk about the personal expense loan. And while we're filming this video, I actually have a client right now that's at the bank getting approved for, I believe, $30,000 personal expense loan. So they did it, no documentation, didn't ask for proof of income or anything. And the same thing for the auto loan. They do not ask for proof of income as well, as long as you fill it out properly. And so if you're in my program, we know how to get you there, right? So, but for this video, obviously they have up to 36 months. You have a lower interest rate. And then as you start getting into the higher terms, you're definitely going to have those higher interest rates. It's a simplified financing for unplanned and planned expenses, right? So good for auto repairs, moving, relocating, vacation. And this is educational purposes only, but if you want to start your business, you can leverage it for your startup capital for your business. $250 to $50,000 in loan amounts. Okay. So the biggest thing about leveraging these loans, and what I recommend to you, like I said, these are educational purposes only, is strictly for business expansion. If you're trying to put this into paying something, I mean, you could also do it for, if you need to move or something like that. But definitely, guys, if you're getting access to capital, we want to teach being responsible, right? I don't want to This is not a lifestyle thing. That's why I don't get on here and flex my lifestyle, flex what I got going on, because I don't want you guys to get these lines of credit or capital and you cannot pay it back. So whatever I have, I've earned, and I also am able to pay it back, right? So I want to make sure that you're not just getting cars that you can't afford. You're not getting access to capital and you have nowhere to put it to make more money. Like if that 30,000 can't bring you another 30 to 60,000, then you should not be leveraging it, right? Or you should not be getting access to it to leverage. But this is going to be the expense loan. I'm not going to hold the video super long today. I just wanted to give out information because a lot of people are inside of Navy Fed and they do not know this, right? So you want to make sure that you don't ostracize, right? You put your right banking information. You put your right that you whatever you make on employment. And if you need help with DTI, you need us to look over your report and then help you submit the application. You can definitely reach out. You can DM me at Elevate University. I'll help you out. And you know, we'll either charge a small consultant fee or we'll just work it out depending on how strenuous your situation is, right? But we're definitely glad to help you out with this. If not, you definitely have the right data points to go ahead. There's no falsifying in here. Like if you make 70,000 a year, that's what you're putting. You make 50,000 a year, that's what you're putting. But you're gonna have to measure your DTI, and then you also don't want to pretty much amplify your revenue if you do not have it, because they will flag for documentation if it does not make sense on the application. Okay, so be sure to be clear on your application. I would start at something like 30,000, but it does go up to 50,000. So if you're not making at least six figures or close to six figures, I would not recommend going over 40,000. If you're kind of in that $50,000 range, definitely shoot for that $30,000. But this is going to be the expense loan that's going to help you start leveraging and getting access to capital in 2025, as long as you're plugged in. And if you do not, like I said, if you do not have access to Navy Fed, join my free Skool community where we teach you the backdoor method. And you also learn so much other stuff inside of that Skool community. You also see clients' results, see what they're posting about, see how they're winning in our program, and seeing what access to capital that they're getting and the type of scores that they're getting as well. Until next time, I'm going to talk to you very, very soon. No more gaps, no more space. I love you. Peace.